weekend's ride is going to be in two parts. Today, Saturday, and tomorrow's ride. So today I'm heading up the Blue Mountains, visit the Hydro Majestic. And that's a grand old hotel that was actually run down. It was, it was launched and it was really grand in its day, and everyone went there, and it overlooks the Jamison Valley, and I'll give you all that information when I get there. Then it was let go, it was closed down and run down, and then, I don't know, probably about 10 years ago, some Japanese businessmen bought it up, and it's been resurrecting itself ever since then. But I also thought I'd tell you about another part of my world that you may not know about, that I was a puppeteer back in the day, and I had a little thing called Puppets with Attitude, and they were life-size puppets that I made. I sculpted their heads, I worked out the mechanics of articulating their jaws, and they would strap on me, and my left hand became their left hand, and my right hand worked all the mechanisms. And we used to do a lot of busking festivals. I won a few busking festivals. And so the company was called Puppets with Attitude, and they were big life-size puppets that used to wander around people at festivals and things like that. So when we go down to the cage, when I get in Calamity, I'm going to introduce you to the main one, the first one, and his name is Neville Stubbs. And I did some work with him, and then I created a partner for him, which is Gloria Pitts. They were both named after my parents, Neville and Gloria. Big shout out to Mum and Dad. And I'll also show you footage of Neville's performance on a TV show here called Red Faces back in the 90s, which he lost to, I knew we were going to lose, because the moment I walked into the green room, there was an really old guy, like sort of cymbals between his legs and horns, and just sort of walked around playing just bizarre stuff. And there was about an 8-year-old kid that did siren noises, which was simply, wow, wow, wow. That's all he did. He won it. But this was the sort of show that the worse that you were was the one more likely to win. And so, 4 years of study didn't really get me the main prize. But, it was a bit of fun. So I'm going to introduce you now to Gloria Pitts. Now, she's fallen to bits over the years, and I only have her head left. And she's even missing the bottom part of her jaw. I just looked for it and I can't find it. And the only reason I remember, because when I was sort of pulling down some stuff I was cleaning up a little bit, I came across her head. Here she is. Meet Gloria Pitts. So that's her. She was a rough old tart in her day, and she had a body, and I will put up pictures of what she looked like in her glory days. But that's Gloria Pitts. But when we go down to the cage, I'm going to introduce you to Neville Stubbs, who was the absolute star of everything. My apartment, a bit of, I'm big on faces and things. That's my friend Bob Dylan. And just while I've got you here, this is my lounge area. Lots of Frida Kahlo there. So I have all these cushions, and it's, you can get lost in all this stuff. There you go. Here is Neville Stubbs, and this is how he worked. The stuff's all perforated now, so his jaw's not working, but that was how it was, and my hand would become his hand and he'd strap on. So I'm going to bring him closer over here, so you can see me and Neville. Neville Stubbs. We did lots of things together, didn't we? This is Neville Stubbs. He was quite the larrikin. I have actually put him on the back of the bike once. That caused a bit of sensation. We might go back to those days again, just for a bit of fun. We'll go to a bike event and I can strap you on the back. Oh, he's a strap-on. Oh, sorry.
You are creation. You're all of my needs. I'm evolution. I am the brand new breed. going to Bluesville, my hometown. Going back to Bluesville.
So behind me here is the Jamison Valley, which forms a complex structure of valleys and canyons. Just going to show you down there. That is Jamison Valley. So beautiful. And here we are at the Majestic, which I believe now is owned by a Japanese company, which is the situation that's happening in Australia now. The Chinese, and I mean we are part of the Asia Pacific, so it's only I guess natural that they're here. You know, the Chinese are buying up lots of land and things and businesses, so we are becoming more and more part of Asia.
My hometown, oh yeah. I'm gonna stand in the main street, look my childhood up and down.
Watch those fishtails. I'm here at the Victoria Albert, who celebrates Christmas in July, even though it's August, but same but different. This is so us Australians can see what it feels like to have a cold Christmas, because normally Christmas for us is 40-degree days and we're sweating our asses off. So we've got an open fire and the Christmas tree. And anyhow, it's been a lovely ride up the mountains, very cold. And just waiting on some beautiful hamburgers. Love a good hamburger. Tell me about this fireplace.
So this fireplace, this is where JFK stayed for 2 weeks. On his way back, he was the captain of a PT boat when he was 26.
Right. Okay.
He got hurt in the war, and there was 12 of them stayed here. And this is where he signed the fireplace when he was when he was a bit of a rebel. See clearly there, Commander JFK, US Navy, V for Victory, 1945. So yeah, this used to be the biggest resort in the Blue Mountains at one stage.
Okay, thank you. Wayne, isn't it?
It's Wayne.
Wayne, yeah, who you look after this now. Can you still stay here or?
Yeah, there's 30 rooms.
30 rooms. Nice place to stay. That this is the biggest slab of red gum. River red gum. The biggest piece of single slab of river red gum in Australia. Oh shit! I think that turn off where it said left didn't look right, but it did say left. It did say left.
My hometown.
Taken a bit of a detour on the way home to Narrow Neck Valley out there. I will get some stats on the elevation when I get to Dr. Google, but that's it, Narrow Neck Valley. It's spectacular. I don't know if you can really see the dynamic situation we've got here. Say,
Happy New Year!
Been over the ocean, been over land, oh yeah. I've had that Kimberly feel.
you speak English?
No, no English.
Anyone speak English?
Trang, tolong Trang.
Yeah, take photo, take photo.
Trang.
Oh, of me.
Trang. Video này ạ?
Here we go. Yes?
Trang. Hả?
Picture? Yes. You all together?
Haven't been on a bike for a while.
Had the world in my hand.
You visiting? You're from what country? China. You speak English okay?
A little bit.
A little bit.
No, very well.
Not very well. Oh, it's okay. How long for? How long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
25 years.
Just for how long?
25 years.
You've been here 25 years. Oh, you live here. Oh, I thought you were a tourist visiting.
But just Bali.
Indian.
Oh,
Indian.
oh yeah.
Yes. It's similar. This is bigger
Yeah.
and better. Much better.
Yeah.
Better than Harley. Yeah, sure. There are the three sisters. 1, 2, 3. And all the tourists. It's all part of the canyons that we saw earlier. It's all part of that valley. Some bushwalkers down there. Absolutely magnificent though.
Said to myself now, comes the time to settle down now.
So the tourists are going wild here at Three Sisters with the bikes. Here we go. Whoa, say.
Real people. Did you hear that Duquesne whistle blowing?
Home once again. She's tucked away in her cage, and what a great day. So I went up the Blue Mountains. It was quite chilly, so I had to put on some of my wet weather gear to keep warm. I didn't prepare myself at all very well. To Medlow Bath, to the Hydro Majestic and the Jamison Valley, then on to Mount Victoria, where had some nice lunch, then back down the mountain towards into Katoomba, into Echo Point and the Three Sisters, where we were swamped by tourists. Then just called in home to see the kids, and then just on the way home, keeping myself awake with a little bit of singing. I'm very tired.
I have sojourned to foreign lands.